Hi there students. Okay, in this video we're going to look at 4 words talking about intelligence. Acumen, astute, shrewd and perspicacious. Okay, the first thing to notice is acumen is a noun and astute, shrewd and perspicacious are all adjectives. Okay, so acumen is the ability to judge things well, to take quick decisions in an intelligent way, to have insight into a situation, to have inner understanding, okay, to make good judgments, to be sharp and intelligent. Yeah, to do something very well. So, for example, he has a lot of acumen when it comes to making decisions. Okay, what about usage? Most normally, we use the collocations, for example, business acumen, financial acumen, marketing acumen, political acumen. So, acumen is talking about in a specific field. He has a lot of acumen in his business. Okay, makes accurate decisions and accurate judgments. Now, if you have acumen, this implies that you deal with things quickly. You make quick decisions that are good decisions, and you deal with situations, bam, 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 very easily. Okay, and particularly we have a field and then acumen, scientific acumen, linguistic acumen. Okay, and notice it's an uncountable noun, so to have a lot of acumen. So what about the origin of this word? Acumen comes from acquere, to sharpen, to make sharp. Something like acus, a needle. Yeah? And clearly this is linked to the word accurate. Okay, the next word is astute. Astute means the ability to assess people or situations and to turn them to your advantage. Okay, if you're astute, you have a lot of insight, you act very intelligently, you understand the situation very well. But particularly with things that concern you. Okay, your ability to turn this to your advantage, to get the best for you. So when he was playing poker, he was very astute. He assessed the situation very well with focus on his own self-interest. Okay, this comes from astus in Latin, which means a craft, the skill of making something, the skill of performing an action. Okay, the next word is shrewd. Okay, shrewd again means you have sharp powers of judgment. Yeah, you understand situations very well. You understand them intuitively and you have a lot of insight. But the nuance for shrewd has the idea you are very hard-headed and intuitive. You understand the practical considerations. You understand what really happens, not just the theory, but the reality of a situation. If you're being shrewd, it also has an idea of being cunning, crafty, artful. So you're not giving any advantage to other people. If you're playing poker, you need to be astute, thinking about your own self-interest, and shrewd, not open and obvious, communicating your things, your ideas, or what you're doing to everybody. Okay, so shrewd, understanding the practical, real situation and understanding it deeply. Okay, the origin of shrewd is from Middle English. Shrew used to mean evil, and from that developed into the idea of cunning and doing things in a rather underhanded way. But over time that changed into something more favourable. So if you call somebody shrewd, you're not being pejorative, you're not criticising them. Yeah, you're saying they're acting in a logical, hard-headed way. They have very sharp powers of judgment, but they're not showing all their cards. Okay, the last one, perspicacious. I think perspicacious is, again, understanding things easily and deeply, having a very deep and easy insight. I think perspicacious is the most positive of these words. Maybe acumen is extremely positive as well, but perspicacious, it's more positive than astute or shrewd. Astute with the idea of for your own self-interest, shrewd with the idea of not open. Perspicacious just says you see all the angles, you understand everything clearly, you see clearly what's going on, you're very wise, with no reservations, unqualified. Okay, this again comes from Latin, perspicax, which is talking about seeing clearly. The spic bit comes from spicere, to see things clearly. Okay, so somebody could make a very perspicacious comment. They could be very perspicacious about the situation. Somebody who makes quick, perspicacious decisions has acumen. Somebody who makes perspicacious decisions in their own self-interest is astute. Somebody who makes perspicacious decisions without showing everything much more privately, that would be shrewd. Okay, we now need to come to the formality. Well, let's look at acumen. I think acumen is certainly a slightly formal word, say 6.5 on the formality scale, maybe even 7. Yeah, it's not very commonly used. It's only used normally with, as I said, business acumen, financial acumen, etc. And I don't think there's an adjective. Astute is much more neutral. Maybe it's neutral and a little bit formal, but not very formal. The noun would be astuteness. Yeah, his astuteness helped him win the game. Shrewd, again, neutral, maybe ever so slightly formal. So he was very shrewd and managed to win using his shrewdness. Okay, shrewdness is the noun. Okay, and then perspicacious. Yeah, perspicacious is certainly a little bit formal, maybe 6.5 on the formality scale. To understand grammar deeply, you need to be perspicacious. You need to have a lot of linguistic acumen. Okay, so the two formal ones, perspicacious and acumen, and neutral to slightly formal, astute and shrewd. So there we go. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Acumen, astute, shrewd, perspicacious. A noun, perspicacious.